The hunt continues, and I'm taking you along for the ride on This Week with BigC. So, if you missed last week's episode of This Week, you should definitely go back and check that one out because obviously this is kind of a continuation of that. In a nutshell, I am looking for a new job. I left my old job a couple weeks ago and am desperately looking for a new one. And it's been rough going so far. We've had some interesting good things happen and a lot of bad things happen. So rather than talking about it here, I'm just going to show you what's happened over the past couple weeks. So here is the recap. Hey everybody, it is Sunday, start of a new week, and of course this is Easter. Also, happy Easter to everybody, and it's also the first day after I officially announced on this channel that I do not have a job currently. So thank you to all the support that I've gotten. I'm obviously, this is the evening of Sunday, so I'm not going to see all the comments as of the time of this recording, but I've gotten mostly positive comments, and I appreciate it. Again, this was not an easy decision. It was a really tough one, honestly, and it's one I had to make. So hopefully it works out in the end. I'm really hoping, because we're going on about, this is the third week that I have not had a job. So things are getting a little rough, but we'll figure it out. We'll survive as we need to. So yeah, there's that. But I had a good day at least. Matt came over. We went and saw The Secrets of Dumbledore, the third Fantastic Beasts film. And I did a 15-second review, short, both on the YouTube Shorts and on TikTok, which I also haven't announced, and I forgot to announce it last week. I have a TikTok now. It's BigCTV Show. A lot of people have suggested that I get a TikTok because they think my content might work well, and since the Shorts have been successful, I decided, you know what? Maybe it will. So you're going to see a lot of the same content on Shorts as you would on TikTok, but if you prefer to use TikTok, you can see the Shorts on there instead of on YouTube. So yeah, just a new platform for me to be able to release content on. I think I'm doing pretty well so far, considering I started it last week and it's already got, several videos are in the 800 to 900 range. So pretty happy with that. But yeah, that's been today. I have my big interview on Tuesday and not much else going on other than that. So hopefully in the next couple days, I can get some more stuff done. Hopefully I'll hear back. I do have to go to GameStop still because I need to talk to the new manager and hopefully convince them that maybe I can get hired. That would be great. It sucks that the manager who knew me well got transferred, so I'm going to have to introduce myself to an entirely new person who doesn't know me, but maybe I can convince them that I'd be a good hire. So we'll see. Even though I'm still obviously pursuing the Comcast gig because I think that's the best option, but I'm still going to go after GameStop, especially because if I can start sooner, that would be great. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's what's going on. Hey everybody, it is Tuesday, and as you can see, I'm all dressed up because I'm actually about to have my virtual interview with Comcast. So I had to make sure I looked fairly presentable. I think I did a pretty good job. So this is pretty exciting, and it's a big deal because this is hopefully going to be the job that I'm going to get that will keep me going for the foreseeable future. I also got a virtual interview with Target, and I'm going to do that too just because, especially if I don't get to start with Comcast for a little bit, I want to have a backup plan, and I think Target's a good backup plan, so I will definitely interview with them as well. More places offer me a job, the better. So yeah, I'm not really nervous. I'm pretty excited about it, honestly, because I think my personality will shine through in my interview. I feel I did that the first time, and I'm sure I can do it again. So should be a good time. But yeah, about to interview. Wish me luck. Hopefully I'll do well. I will share the results after it happens. But yeah, I'm hoping it's going to turn out well. All right, so I'm sure you all are wondering how the interview went. It didn't. So I was waiting in the waiting room for the person to come in and start the interview for about 15 minutes after the scheduled start time. And I thought it was kind of weird that nobody popped in or said, hey, we're running a little bit late, we'll be with you momentarily, or anything. And I actually got into the waiting room a good 30 minutes before my interview was supposed to happen. So I was very confused by the whole situation. But I emailed the recruiter who I originally interviewed with, and she was very confused as to why nobody showed up. But they are rescheduling me my interview. So I should be getting the new email to reschedule either maybe tonight, but probably tomorrow. And then I'll be submitting a new interview time. So it's unfortunate. I was really hoping to get this done and hopefully, secure my actual new job. But it didn't happen. I did, however, do my video interview for Target. And it's interesting because how they do it is they want you to record video, answers to various questions that they ask. So it's basically the same thing as an interview, except instead of you actually meeting someone in person, you're just recording yourself stating what you want to state. And I guess it's kind of nice because on one hand, you have a couple chances to refine what you want to say. Typically, I like to answer it once and be done with it because I figure that's the best way to go about it. Usually I don't need multiple takes, but I did do one retake, but all the rest I did first time. So felt pretty good about it. Who knows when I'll hear back from them, but the search continues. I was really hoping today was going to be the day it was going to be over, that I would hopefully secure that Comcast job, but alas, it was not meant to be, at least not yet. So hopefully soon. Hey everybody, it is Thursday, and some development on the job front, kind of weird development. So you might recall, of course, I was supposed to have my final interview with Comcast on Tuesday. They didn't show up for the interview, and I was told by my recruiter that they would be sending me an email to set up a follow-up interview, so to reschedule it because they didn't show up. Haven't gotten that yet, so it's very strange to think that they might be just straight up ghosting me. I don't think that's what's happening, but that's what's happened currently. I have not gotten any communication from them whatsoever. But what's funny is, in their absence, a third challenger approaches. I've gotten correspondence from a company who I believe is like a virtual concierge sort of thing. And I did an assessment for them. They actually called me back this morning to set up another interview. So that might be an opportunity, and it's actually a better opportunity than Comcast if it comes through. So that's good. So that's something. I also am probably going to go to GameStop later today to talk to the new manager, because I didn't get a chance to yesterday because he wasn't in the store. But I'm going to try to talk to him today to see if that will help in terms of maybe getting me hired a little bit quicker, and letting him know that I'm interested in the position. So we shall find out. But yeah, that's kind of the update. Comcast still hasn't come back to me, but this new company has, and it might be a better opportunity. So we'll see what happens. Hey everybody, it is Friday, and I probably shouldn't record this, but again, I like to be honest with everybody, and this is me being very honest. I've pretty much been in bed all day, because my depression has hit really hard. I've been very, very sad pretty much all day. And for those who don't know, like, depression, it's not just you feel sad or you feel down about things. Like, it can be debilitating. So, like, my stomach just feels heavy, and it's been tough to find any motivation to do much of anything. And it's hard to overcome. I tried to find different things I could do, things I could focus on to try to overcome this, but I couldn't. And it's just really hard. And obviously the main factor, besides, the fact that I have depression, is the fact that we're about to hit 3 weeks that I've been unemployed. And although I feel I've had some good advancements on a couple opportunities, that's it. And things aren't improving. Like, it's taking so long for me to get a job that I'm rapidly running out of money. I have less than $100 now. And I mean, I'm gonna stretch it as much as I can, but you can only do so much. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. It's so difficult to try to keep my head up and keep fighting when my entire future at this point is at the mercy of these jobs that I apply for. And even then, we're getting to the point where rent is due and I have no income. I have no money. And I'm gonna have to figure out something. So I know I don't normally like to be down or negative on this series, and I apologize, but I did want to do this just to kind of give you an idea of this is what happens when my depression hits me really hard. So yeah, I thank you all for being as kind and supportive as you have been over the past few weeks. For the most part, people supported my decision, and at the time, I thought it was the right decision. I think in the long term it will be, but right now, it's just so frustrating because I'm sitting around all day and I can't do anything to fix the situation. Like, I've applied for so many jobs. Like, yeah, I could keep applying for more jobs, but that doesn't mean it's going to get resolved any sooner. So I have 2 that should give me final answers next week. So I'm hoping next week I'll have a job. Again, that's 3 weeks later than I wanted, but I'm trying to be as optimistic about those 2 as possible. So we'll see what happens, but I just wanted to be honest with you and kind of give you a glimpse into kind of a darker day, just so you're aware of what happens. Hello everybody, it is Wednesday. Yesterday I had my interview with Comcast, and honestly, I think I did pretty well. The interviewer seemed pretty engaged with all my responses. We had a good time just talking generally. She seemed to really appreciate all my experience that I have with Disney. So I feel pretty good about that one. I also found out some more information about the job, and it seems pretty solid. The biggest thing, of course, is the fact that it's a hybrid of hourly rate plus commission. and commission is uncapped. So if I'm really good at selling stuff, I could make a lot of money in this job, which is kind of nice. It gives me motivation to really push hard and work hard to earn a little extra dough and maybe, you know, some advancement as well. So that's pretty nice. I should be hearing back both from them and from the concierge job that I applied for last week, or not applied for, but interviewed for last week, sometime this week. So I don't know how long it's going to be. Obviously, it should be in the next few days that I hear back from both of them. So here's hoping I finally get a job. I really need it. It's been rough. In terms of my hand, it's still swollen, as you can see. I can't move it a lot. I have some motion, but I can't put really any pressure on my hand. It's really frustrating because I have a bunch of stuff I need to get done, but it's tough to do a lot of things with just one hand. So I'm going to keep doing my best. Of course, you know, doing the usual home remedies of icing it and taking ibuprofen, just doing what I can at home, because obviously I can't go see a doctor. I don't have insurance. But I mean, this happened last year and it went away after a few days, so I'm hoping that's going to happen this time, although it's been tough just because I haven't been able to sleep particularly well with this issue. So hopefully this will go away soon. I'll be good. Hopefully I'll get a job before the end of the week. So, yeah. That's pretty much what's been going on. I did get another offer. First off, shout out to Sebastian, who is a viewer of the channel. He's been keeping an eye out for me for jobs, and he found one that I also applied for. So there's potentially a third option out there. Always good to have, you know, multiple backup options in case one of these doesn't pan out. So I'm glad that now I have potentially 3 different jobs on the table, assuming, you know, they actually reach out. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Hopefully one of these actually pans out soon, so at least I'll have a job secured, and then I'll figure out the rest of things. So yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on. Hey everybody, it is Friday, and I have, I guess, a little bit of news on the job front. Not a lot, but a little bit. So I was told after my interview with Comcast that they would try to reach out sometime between the end of the week and Monday. And they did today. However, all they really did was ask me to do the, like, on-the-job trial thing that I already did. So I don't know if maybe I waited too long to do that the first time and need to do it again, or maybe they wanted to see how my responses compared to the first time. I'm not really sure, but I did it again. I think I did pretty well again. I know I changed a few things up here and there, but I think I did pretty well. So we'll see. I was really hoping by now that I'd get something, because I had 2 different jobs. They were supposed to reach out to me before the end of the week and let me know about the opening. So I'm still optimistic. I'm still hoping that Comcast will reach out probably in the next day or 2. Or the other one. Honestly, I prefer the other one, because again, it's a better gig overall, but I'll take what I can get at this point. So a little bit of news, but also a little bit of not news. Also, my hand is getting a little bit better. I still can't move it, and there's definitely still some pain, but I feel the swelling is starting to go down a little bit, and I'm getting a little more motion in certain fingers, so that's good. I am going to get some naproxen today to hopefully help with that, because from what I remember, the last time this happened, I took naproxen and that helped it go away faster. I don't have any right now because I've been trying to not spend my regular money on much of anything, just because I don't have a lot of it. But I think this is a case where I kind of need it, so I'm going to go get some. So we'll do that today. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Little update to my previous thing. I just got an email from the concierge company and they turned me down, which is a royal shame because I was really hoping that was going to be the gig, but it is what it is. So at this point, I'm really, really hoping that Comcast comes through, because that's the one that seems to want me the most, and the one that I feel I've gone the farthest in terms of the interview process. So here's hoping they get back to me pretty soon. But another shot down. It's rough. It hurts that I've been turned down so much lately, but we'll see what happens in the future. Here's hoping I'll finally get some good news soon. And that, of course, leads us to today, which is Saturday. I did forget to mention throughout the week that Target turned me down, which was surprising to me. I think the reason why they did, though, is because one of the questions they asked in the interview is, can I commit to being there for 90 days? And I couldn't, just because I wasn't planning on staying at Target. Like, a lot of these, like, lower tier jobs, I have no intention of staying at. Like, if I find another job that's better, I would absolutely take it. So I couldn't commit to staying there for 90 days, and I think that's the main reason why they turned me down, which is unfortunate, but I wanted to be honest with them. So it is what it is. Also, the day I talked about going to GameStop to talk to the manager, I did not end up going, so I still need to do that. I probably will later in the week, next week, go and do that. But yeah, here we are. It's Saturday. Comcast still hasn't gotten back to me after doing that on-the-job training thing for a second time. I really hope it's soon, because, again, I feel like out of all the jobs I've applied for, that's the one I have the best shot at, since I've got interviewed twice. I've done several virtual assessments. I feel I've got the best shot at that one, and I really hope that one comes through soon, but nothing has yet. So it's tough, and I'm doing my best to hold it together and, try to focus on other things. I will say, on a positive end, my hand is actually getting a lot better. I can move it a lot more. The swelling is going down. The naproxen helped a lot. I could tell immediately that it was helping a lot. So I definitely think my hand is going to improve. My hand feels good enough today where I can do things that I haven't really been able to do most of the week, like editing, because typing is kind of rough. I still did my little virtual assessment with my hand being bum, but I was definitely a lot slower because of that. So hopefully that didn't affect my performance much. But my hand has been an issue over the past week, so thankfully it's starting to improve, and now I can get things like editing done. And there's a game I've been wanting to play for the last week that I haven't been able to play because my hand. So hopefully I can get all that stuff done today as well. Anyway, that's pretty much all I got right now. Hopefully the job hunt saga will end on the next episode. I really hope so, because if we go a third 2-week episode without anything, I'm gonna be in deep trouble. I'm already in pretty deep trouble, but hopefully by then it'll at least be resolved. So anyway, let's go ahead and get to a preview of an upcoming video that's coming out in the next couple weeks. That's right, folks. You have heard correctly. We are doing a mega pack duel.
Oh my goodness.
The most insane pack duel we've ever done on this channel. So insane, we're doing it in 2 parts. So
That's right. It's big enough that we actually have to split this thing.
Yeah, you thought our pack duel 3 was insane. This one has the potential to be way more insane, at least with the sheer number of cards we have.
Yeah.
So that is going to do it for this episode of This Week with BigC. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you're new, hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell. That way you know when new videos drop. We drop new videos 3 days a week on this channel. Also, follow me on TikTok at BigCTV Show if you have not done so already. I'm eventually going to update my end card to include the TikTok. I haven't done that yet. I just haven't felt like it. Eventually I'll add it, but until then I'll mention it at the end of the videos. So yeah, follow me on TikTok if you want to see our short form content like 15-second reviews and crazy Pokemon card pulls, and maybe a few other things here and there. That will also be on YouTube Shorts, so they're both going to be on both if you want to see that content. You just choose where you want to watch it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thank you for all the support I've gotten over the past couple weeks. It really means a lot. Hopefully we'll be out of this soon. That's all I gotta say. I gotta stay positive, and hopefully we'll be out of this soon. Anyway, see you on the next episode of This Week with Big C. Bye-bye.